chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Davis Mills. He's coming off a strong week, finishing with 350 yards passing. It's the Texans and the Jaguars coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 in this opening run. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and a tackle because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 7 yards on the return after a punt. 9. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jags lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They go play action. Mills. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up in search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Mills. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. And this throw will be intercepted. picked up by Andre Cisco. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 23 carries, 97 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Straight ahead, Etienne. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Holding, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence complete to Jones. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Houston, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mills' throw taken in by Pringle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A run with Ogunbowale. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough?
After review of the play.
So that will overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, sit. Hey, sit.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Touchdown! Byron Pringle. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Caught by Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And they get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Lawrence going to throw again. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those? So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Mills. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach. And message received here, no need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And the reception made by Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
They go again with Ogunbowale. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Down to the 42, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dare Ogunbowale, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence going to go out wide here for Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. Patterson's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tough, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Play action now. Mills. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Here's Ogunbowale. Gets around him. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. First down now, but that clock rolling. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Green, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down 21-20, a minute 37 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A handoff for Etienne. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Back to throw, Lawrence. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there at work day.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by a touchdown. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mills looking to throw it. Into the hands of Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jags, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This